Hi, I am NADYA KINASIH and I am from KEMALA BHAYANGKARI Senior High School. The topic I chose for this speech is growing up the nationalism and patriotism spirit to millennial generation. And before we jump to the topic, we should know first what is nationalism, what is patriotism, and why is it important for us to have. Nationalism is when a group of people or people that live in a particular state have the same feeling of loyalty and loving their nation, so their nation could be united. And patriotism is the demeanor of devotion and dedication of the homeland one lives in. So patriotism is more like the actualization or real application of nationalism. Currently, our country is still lacking in nationalism and patriotism. And as the millennial generation, we should have these demeanors in order to keep this country's fighting spirit on fire. According to Soekarno, in one of his quotes, he said, 10 parents can dream and one young man can change the world. Remember who kidnapped Soekarno Hatta Touring and forced them to liberate Indonesia? Youth did. Who built Budi Utomo? Youth did. And who started the Reformation era? Youth did. This example shows how powerful youth actually are. Youth and millennial generation has a really big role of this country's living. So we can be the pioneers to express our nationalism and patriotism. We can start from the simplest thing we can do. Study. Study is something we do every day. It's a must for us as students. Studying well will make us somebody in the future, and whatever we will be, any field we will in, we can use it as media to express our nationalism and patriotism. If you become a doctor, you can heal people, you can help people. If you become a police, you can uphold the justice and law supremacy. And if you become a teacher, you can give knowledge to your students. We can tell them how important is nationalism and patriotism, and we can make them the worthy generation to carry this country. The second one is protect humanity. The world has changed a lot. Individualism is one of its effects. In the past, individualism is not our culture, but now it is. We no more care about each other as much as back then. Out there's plenty of people who are suffering their lives to death. They're suffering and struggling in economy, social, and health. If we don't help them, then who will? To manage a strong country, its people should help each other. And the last one is be active and critical to voice out people's aspirations. This is not always referring to demonstration of vandalism. It can be anything as long as it is harmless. We can volunteer ourselves to join some event. We can join some charities. We can open a disclosure forum to know what people actually think and what people actually want. These examples are what kind of efforts we can do as a millennial generation to express our nationalism and patriotism. We are the millennial generation. We will be the ones leading this country in the future. We will take the responsibility of this country. One day, this country will depend on us. So, from now, we can start to express our nationalism and patriotism for this country's living and existence. So, that's all from me. I hope we can start to raise this behavior, nationalism and patriotism in our life and let it grow as a culture in our country. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.